Hi Pisces, I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for July 2025. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in July and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there, so you might want to check that out. This recording is for Pisces Sun, Pisces Rising, and Pisces Moon. I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck in this reading. And if you're interested in getting any of the special videos I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, I have 3 recent series you might be interested in. First, my Love and Romance Mid-Year 2025 Psychic Tarot and Oracle card update for singles and couples for each sign of the zodiac. So if you want to see what my guides had to say for you in the area of love and romance for the rest of this year, you may want to check those out. And you might want to get your rising sign and sun sign both. Just a thought, but it's up to you. Also, my mid-year Psychic Tarot update for 2025 for each sign of the zodiac, where I used the center of the 10-card Celtic Cross tarot spread in those readings. So you might want to see what my guides had to say is going to come up for you this second half of this year in general: work, love, business, family, health. Anything can come up there in those mid-year updates. So you might want to check them out. And don't forget my psychic crystal readings for July 2025. They're available. And they're a continuation and an expansion of the readings that I do here, of these tarot readings that I do here for each month. So if you want to see what my guides had to say additionally for you in July, you may want to check those out. Those links are posted down below in the description box, and they're also on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. So all that being said, Pisces, now onto your July 2025 Psychic Tarot reading. And Max has shown up for you to snore in your reading and make snorty noises. So the first card in your reading, Pisces, is the 4 of Rods. And the 4 of Rods is a card that can symbolize attending a wedding or throwing a wedding for your kids, grandkids, throwing your own wedding. This could also be marriage, about your marriage. You could be attending a party, gathering, or celebration. This could also indicate success coming to you in springtime. Some of you, Pisces, are building up something that is going to be great. It could be a business, it could be a website, it could be maybe some literal structure, but you're going to be building up something that will be great. Could even be a relationship. This is going to take time, patience, and perseverance. If you need to get any financial assistance, any grants, any loans, I feel like you're going to get them. If you had a relationship or marriage that went through some kind of problems or troubles, you could find that you're on the road to repairing this relationship. And improving and repairing a relationship comes up here as well. Some of you have somebody getting married in your life, and you're going to attend that wedding. And I feel like you're going to be really happy about it. And it's going to make you feel like you're attending something that feels uplifting and is bigger and more important than some of the other problems or things that seem to be cropping up and going around in life. So it's like, you know, it's kind of like a daisy growing out of a crack of a sidewalk. That's what my guides just showed me, or in a parking lot. So like when things seem tough or difficult, this marriage, this wedding, you're going to feel like there's still happiness, positive things, and goodness going on in the world. If it's not a wedding, some of you are attending some type of celebration. Some of you may be making clear to somebody that you want to do something on your own. So if you wanted to, you know, go on a vacation by yourself, and you're coupled and you're like, no, I want to go away on a little trip or vacation by myself, or I'm trying to build something and create something, but I don't want you to help me out. I want to do it by myself. You could be telling bosses this, you could be telling significant others this, you could be telling yourself this, because could be something you're trying to build and create or do, or somewhere you want to go by yourself. I feel like you're going to have a bit of an uplifting time where you're going to feel like uplifted and like almost like you have a whole new outlook on life in July. So the card you have with it is the Seven of Cups. And this is a card that symbolizes scattered energy, scattered thinking, scattered emotions. Choose wisely from the illusions around you. Maybe having difficulty making a decision or a choice about something. You could have a lot on your plate. This could also possibly indicate a dream come true for some of you. I feel like there's little details of things that you need to attend to, and like tying up loose ends, dotting your I's, crossing your T's, fine-tuning things, tying up little details. So if you're trying to launch something, a website, a project, you may feel like, I got to tie up, make sure I got everything right, everything's all, you know, in alignment and perfect. You have to be careful you don't get yourself in the weeds by fixating on something too much, where you're like, you could have perfectionism crop up too much, where you're like, I have to get it just right. This has to be just perfect. And if something isn't aligning exactly the way you want, or, you know, going exactly the way you have planned, or doesn't look exactly the way you want it to do, you could get obsessed about it and fixate on it. You could feel like your life becomes a little complex in July, and that you could find like, wow, I have to take a lot of things into account. So, you know, maybe it's not going to be just like simple, you have to worry about yourself getting from point A to point B. You may feel like, wow, I got to worry about this one and what that one's doing, and what's happening here and what's happening over there. So if you're traveling, you may be like, oh man, I got to take a lot of things into account about getting there. Traffic, or, you know, oh, I have to take a lot of things into account because I got to worry about my significant other's schedule, my kids' schedule, my responsibilities to these people or to that club or organization. So you may feel like you have to take a lot of things into consideration and into account before you can, you know, in the process of going somewhere or doing something. There's a lot of things you have to consider. You also are going to have to be careful to hold your tongue, because some of you are going to want to say something that may be bold, abrupt, to the point, and you may want to be cautious about that, because you could upset the apple cart. You could upset somebody and, you know, tick somebody off, and then that could cause chaos. You don't want chaos. You're also going to see through someone's illusion. That could be something going on out in the world. That could be gaslighting, you know. Don't tell me that gaslighting doesn't go on. It happens all the time. Propaganda, gaslighting. Now that could be on a one-to-one basis with you and someone. So it could be someone you know personally, but it could be going on out in the world. And if wherever it's happening, Pisces, you're going to see through it. Could be happening at work, could be happening with your love partner, could be happening with all kinds of things going on out there. Because I'm going to tell you right now, July is going to be wackadoo. It came up in a reading from me that I was doing, and I was like, wow, dicey energy is swirling around in July. So hold on to your hats. So the next card in your reading, Pisces, is the Hangman. This is being in limbo. Not moving forward, not moving backward, being in a state of suspended animation and having to draw from your own psychic ability and your own intuition at the time the Hangman shows up. This can also mean waiting, and I do feel that some of you Pisces are waiting for something here. Because I feel like you're in a weird spot where you're not really sure what to do next because you're waiting for something. It's like, if you get this approval or you get this thing that you want, it's going to make you make certain decisions. But if you don't get it and don't get what you want or something to come through for you that you're waiting on, it's going to make you make other decisions. You could also have created something and you're waiting for feedback about it. Like, what's the word? Are people giving me good feedback or are they not? You could also have done something specifically for someone and you're waiting to hear back from them. Like, well, were they happy with it or were they not? Did they like it or didn't they? It could be a gift you gave. It could be some work or something you did for somebody, and you could be waiting for feedback. This could also be if you created something, like I already said, and you put it out there into the world, maybe for sale, maybe something you're monetizing or for sale, you may be waiting like, well, do people like it or are they not? How did it go over? You could be waiting for test results. This could be medical testing. It could also be waiting for test results of some kind of test you did at school or at work. So you could be waiting for that. But regardless of what you're waiting on, you need to still stick to the course. Don't let that deter you or throw you into some different direction. You could also be in question of, you could be linked with other people in some way. It could be friendship, it could be a club, group, or organization. It could be in a business-related sense. And you may be questioning whether you want to still be in association with them anymore. Maybe you're thinking of like not going to this club or group or organization anymore, or a friend that you are questioning their questioning their ethics or questioning what they're all about now, and you may feel like, do I want to keep hanging out with these friends? So the next card in your reading, this could be you, Pisces. You have the King of Cups. This is a water sign person, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. I'm sorry if you hear sawing going on. My neighbor's raising their house. Yes, Hurricane Sandy still is affecting this area, and houses are still getting raised and rebuilt and all that, even though that happened in 2012. So I apologize because it's so nice I have to have the windows open. So if you hear a saw going, please ignore it. Some of you are going to feel like you are ready to make a commitment to someone. It could be to do a business project. It could be romance. And you may also feel like this is where I'm going to stop and I'm actually going to enjoy myself and have fun. So if you didn't feel like you were having enough fun, maybe you're going to commit to like time off or commit to like a new hobby, a new skill, a new pursuit you want to do. But whatever it is, you're making a commitment to it. And I feel like in some way, Pisces, you're ready to take on more. It could be take on more in a relationship. It could be take on more at work. It could be ready to take on more clients and customers. It could be ready to take on more responsibility. You may find that July is a month where you get yourself out and about more. You may be engaging in more social activity, meeting new people. So you could be attending like social gatherings, social events. You did have this come up right at the beginning of your reading. So it could be somebody's wedding or some other kind of celebration. But I feel it's even beyond that. I just see you putting yourself out there and about more socially. I feel in the long run, if you make that decision to do that in July, you're going to end up being happy about it. This could be a month where you really demonstrate and show people what you're made of. Your talents, your skills, your knowledge. So you could be giving speeches, presentations, lectures. You could be making videos. Something where you're like demonstrating your skills, your talents, your abilities, your knowledge, and like showing what you got, showing what you know how to do. You may even find that you're going to start communicating and talking with people from the past. And doing so could actually elevate your mood and make you feel better about yourself. You could go through a period of like, you're going to do a spring cleaning, even though July is not spring. Maybe it is in some part of the world. I shouldn't say that. Not in my hemisphere, it's not. It's summertime here, but in July. But I hear you doing a spring cleaning. So some of you are doing a spring cleaning with stuff and your environment. Some of you could be doing a spring cleaning, getting rid of people in your life that no longer resonate with you or serve you or feel like they're the right people. So the last card in your reading, you have the Ace of Swords. Look at that. Victory. Truth being revealed. Maybe victory because truth is revealed. Sometimes this can even indicate love. But being victorious in some way. If you were trying to get a grant or a loan, I feel like it gets accepted or you get approved. Your loan comes through and gets approved, or the grant comes through and gets approved, or something you were waiting for to get a positive answer. It's like you get it. It's approved. Some of you are going to learn how to do a new skill that could drive you in a new area of work or starting a business. Or if you already have a business, it could help you develop it more, branch out, be more successful. You're going to really shine this month. Again, I get talking to more people. So if it's not in a social sense, it could be in a career building, work-related sense. Somehow you're going to be shining and really like kind of like the spotlight could kind of be on you in some way. This is a good time to take advantage of that, to put your best foot forward, your best work forward, be at your personality best, you know, putting all your positive attributes about yourself, expressing them. Some of you are going to win something. So it could be like winning a lottery or a contest. Or if you were in a lineup for a promotion and there was other people vying for this position, you could win it. You could get that promotion, beat the other ones out. If a bunch of people are applying for a job, you could be the one that gets the job because you're winning something here. You're winning something. This could be a big ego boost for you, or a big mood elevator for you. It could make you feel like you have more authority now. Like you may have more sway, more power, more authority. And you have to put your faith in God, the universe, whatever you believe in, that it is like working for you. It's working in your best interests. Have faith in that, because I feel like something really good is going to come through for you. That's going to make you happy. Again, if you have to give any talks or presentations, videos, speeches, I don't know, PowerPoint presentations, anything to anyone, you're really going to shine. You're going to do well. And if you have to do anything on a stage, like acting, singing, dancing, anything that you could do, or some kind of performance on a stage, it's going to go well. Like, people are going to be like, wow, look at Pisces go. So it's good for you, Pisces, this month. So the best gemstone crystal I got for you to work with, use, and wear in the month of July 2025, Pisces, is amethyst, which helps with addictions. It also enhances the immune system. Amethyst improves the endocrine system, and it can also improve skin appearance. It's good for promoting digestive health, and it reduces headaches and helps regulate hormones. Amethyst is good for increases your spiritual awareness and psychic abilities. It helps bring positive transformation and relieves stress and enhances memory. The other signs so far, I haven't done all of the signs yet, that got this is Aries. So Pisces and Aries both got amethyst. It is definitely going to tune you into help tune you in and tap into your psychic ability. And if there are certain things that you need to do, where you need a lot of go for it kind of energy, you should definitely be carrying or wearing amethyst, because it's going to push you forward, elevate you. It's got, for Pisces this month, it's got go for it energy. So where you need to have more drive, more get up and go, this gemstone's really going to help you. If you have any kind of tension or stress in your neck, upper shoulders, or back, spine, lower, anywhere, neck, shoulders, spine, back, sleeping with amethyst under your pillow, or lying down and getting somebody to put the amethyst crystal on the spot in your back or at the back of your neck or wherever it hurts, it's going to help work its magic and relieve those problems, those pains in those areas. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like this video if you liked it, share it with others if you feel it's worth sharing, and subscribe to this channel. And if you haven't yet, And hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you're interested, all my most recently recorded video series that I've done for my Vimeo on-demand videos, where I look at very specific topics using a wide variety of divination tools and bring you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for those topics. Most of those links are all posted down below under this video in the description box. Or you can go to my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page, and there you will see all the multitude of video series I've recorded, what divination tools I've used, how long the predictions go out for, and you can click on your zodiac sign on that website page under the video heading you want, and that will take you directly to that video on Vimeo. And when you buy these videos on Vimeo, you help support this channel and keep it going. So I do truly appreciate it. Thank you so very much for all of your purchases on Vimeo. You can also help this channel by donating. Get some wonderful donations from people that are really quite surprising at times, and I do truly appreciate it. It does help so very much, and it means a lot to me as well. So thank you for your kind and generous donations. Also, you can follow me on social media pages. I'm at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook. I'm on X, Pamela Georgel, at the Lucky Mermaid. And I also post written predictions and messages on my YouTube community pages as well. So you may want to check those out. I am on Instagram, but I really don't use Instagram anymore because there are so many scammers over there. They copy my pictures, they make it look like me, then they contact people and try to scam them for readings and all of that. And just know, if anything like that comes up, please block and report these people, because the only people I'm contacting is if you're on my wait list, which I closed in 2018, or on my cancellations list. I have over 2,500 people waiting for readings. So I don't need to contact anybody on social media to try to get them to schedule a reading with me. So that's how you're going to know it's fake. You can't go by the pictures because unfortunately there's no way to prevent people from doing that with people's images and creating fake accounts. And they just have to spell one little word wrong or add a dot or a dash, and if you don't catch that, you could think it's me contacting you, but it isn't. If you want to see how to get on the cancellations list, you can go to my website and go to the scheduling page. Like I said, the wait list is closed. There's just so many people on it, and people are waiting a really, really long time for a reading. I only am able to do about 3 private readings a month because of all the other things I do and I have going on. I'm a one-man band here, with the exception of my son, who edits my videos. But all social media activity is me, and anything I'm doing right here is me. So there's no team or staff here. I'm the staff, and my son Dan, who does the editing of the videos. So I hope all of you have an absolutely amazing, fun, happy, and wonderful July. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.